Good morning, students. I am T. Dubey. If you are going to appear for this year's SSC Cgle Tier 2 examinations, which according to the latest notifications of SSC are going to be conducted on 28th and 29th January 2022, I am showing you some very easy and useful methods of English by applying which you can score 100% marks in all the sections of that paper. And in my previous class, I also told you that I will be showing you how to guess the coming questions of some of the sections of that paper. I have written all these methods and techniques in my books Objective English Easy to Hearts Part 1 and Part 2. At present, I am discussing one technique EcoPate, which is written at page number 164 of this book, Objective English Easy to Hearts Part 1, and showing you how you can solve the cloze test questions. And this is Part 2. This contains practice sets, and as I told you in the previous class also, that the practice sets included in this book are not previous year question papers, because these are available everywhere. These questions have been framed keeping in mind easy, moderate, difficult, and in modern time, in latest question paper, you will find some high order thinking skill questions, which very few books available in the market provide or have included, but I have. Anyway, at present, I am discussing one technique showing you how you can score 100% marks in cloze test section. And in the last class, I was discussing a technique called EcoPate. So what I was telling you is, whenever you are going to solve a cloze test question, first of all, read the given passage carefully. One. Number two, try to think appropriate words that could be fitted into those blank spaces even before you see the options. And then if you cannot do, then apply 4 steps. Number one, look at the environment of each blank space. Environment stands for, environment refers to the word coming before and after the blank space. Then the second step that you need to take is collocation. Collocation is actually a group of 2 or more than 2 words that are often used together. And the third is patterns of words or patterns of grammar that you need to understand. The fourth is author's tone, and the fifth is elimination of wrong options. Since I discussed all these things in details in the first lecture, therefore I am not giving it in written. I am taking you directly to the second question. So look at the screen, please, and let us apply this EcoPate technique. Remember, EcoPate stands for environment, collocation, patterns of words or grammar, author's tone, and elimination of wrong options. So let me show you how you can apply this technique. Look at the screen, please, and let me place my image here so that you can see the text clearly without any problem. So let us read the passage carefully first and try to fill in the blanks without looking at the options given by the question framer. So what we see, Antarctica is perhaps the one place on earth no one would have expected canyons, and yet scientists were surprised to blank space deep crevices that run for hundreds of kilometers. Blank space number 3, they are not visible at the snowy surface. Blank space number 4, trenches cut deep into Antarctica. The biggest, blank space number 5, canyon is over 350 kilometers long. It is called Foundation Trough. Blank space number 6, canyons are not as long, but they are, blank space number 2. These canyons were found with the help of radars, blank space number 8, scanning the wide expanse of the frozen continent. Blank space 9, are incredibly important because they help control blank space number 10, flow of the ice. So I told you that when you are reading the passage, without looking at the options, try to guess what appropriate words could be placed, could be fitted over there, and it can be easily done if you understand the passage. So this passage is talking about Antarctica, and it says that Antarctica is perhaps one place on earth no one would have expected. So here, just before the blank space, the word expected is coming, as you can see. Remember, the answer coming in the blank space must be according to the word expected. And remember one thing, expected word is followed by a full infinitive. If you have good control over grammar, so expected word is followed by a full infinitive. So even if you do not know the proper word and you know that expected word is followed by a full infinitive, you can guess the answer. We will see it after it. So this question number 1 has been based on pattern. Expected plus to infinitive is forming a pattern of grammar. Expected, expect plus infinitive. So it will be a pattern, it will be called a pattern of grammar. Canyons. Canyons are actually, in simple words, you can say during summertime, you must have seen there are cracks in the earth. So these cracks in ice in Antarctica are called canyons. So here the topic is talking about canyons or cracks in the snow. And yet scientists were surprised too. So here just before the blank space you are getting the infinity marker too. And just after the blank space you are getting the word deep crevices. So according to the to, it will be the basic form of the verb. And according to deep crevices, when scientists are going there and deep crevices are lying in snowy surface, so they find those deep crevices. So what can be the proper word? Guess before we go to the options. And if you learn to guess, you can answer, you can solve 10 questions in hardly 1 or 2 minutes. That I am trying to show how to save time. That run for hundreds of kilometers. Again, in blank space number 3, the question has been framed by applying the pattern. Just after the blank space, you are getting they, which is the subject. So there should be a conjunction here. So they are not visible at the snowy surface, blank space. Trenches, here trenches means canyons, and canyons means, again, in simple words you can say cracks or fissures in the earth, or cracks or fissures in snow called canyons. So trenches also means those deep cracks in snowy surface. So trenches cut deep into Antarctica. The biggest, blank space number 5, canyon is over 350 kilometers long. It is called foundation trough. Canyons, so here also in blank space number 6, canyons is a plural noun. So the word coming before this canyon must be plural itself. So there must be an adjective, because an adjective describes a noun. So because the blank space is being followed by a noun, the word that should come here will be an adjective, and such an adjective that shows plural, not singular. Canyons are not as long, but they are blank space 2. So here the word coming in blank space number 7 is actually referring to canyons. So you have to think about an adjective. What kind of canyons? Say deep is one adjective. What can be the other adjective? Think. Deep, and we can say another word is abysmal also. Abysmal, that means bottomless, but we can go with bottomless, abysmal. You can also say remarkable. You can also say the word impressive, because something that is huge in size can also be called impressive in the context. So these are the line this is the line of thinking. These are the words that provide you the line of thinking where the question framer must have thought or would have thought. Now, so the biggest blank space canyon is over 350 kilometers long. It is called Foundation Trough. Canyons are not as long, but they are true. These canyons were found with the help of radars. Blank space number 8 you can get. Scanning, what is coming? Scanning is a gerund. It's a verbal noun. So the word coming before scanning must be some preposition, because the preposition is followed by a gerund, noun, pronoun, or gerund. The wide expanse of the frozen continent. Here, blank space number 9, there must be a subject, because just after the blank space, there is a verb. So there must be a subject because verb is coming just after it. So again, this question has been framed on pattern of grammar. So incredibly important because they help control flow of the ice. So here flow word is a noun, there must be some adjective or an article. Now let us see quickly. So you remember first blank space is this. Options to the first blank space. Let me place my image here and you see, select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank space number. Finding, to find, find, found. What will be the answer? The answer will be the word to find. Why will it be the answer? Because expect is followed by infinitive, full infinitive. So only to find can be the answer. You see, the same word has been used. Now look at option number 2. So here we say the question tells us that expected to find canyons, and yet scientists were surprised too. So here deep crevices have already been existing. So there are 4 words. So will it be discover, search, explore, invent? Of course it will be discover. Discover goes with something that has been existing and the scientist brings it to light. So this word is invent, discover. Search is you are trying to find something for the sake of information. Explore means you are trying to you are trying to travel or do something that gives you new information. And invent is used for designing something which is not existing. So the word discover can go with discover a planet or discover a natural satellite, discover a star, discover something that has been. So here, since canyons have already been existing, therefore the proper word will be discover. Again, this is collocation. Question number 3. Question number 3 is they are not visible. So here there should be a conjunction. What conjunction? Although, because, in case, since. The correct answer will be although. Why? Look at the question. It says although they are not visible at the snowy surface. So here although will be correct because it is showing the next clause here. Trenches cut deep into Antarctica. So although is used when we combine or connect 2 thoughts of opposite type. So although they are not visible at the snowy surface. Now look at number 4. Those, them, these, this. So obviously here the coming noun is plural, hence there should be a plural adjective, and this plural adjective is only these. Those, these, those is used when we talk about something that is lying away from the speaker, right? And this is singular. Them cannot go because it is forming it is objective form, so only answer will be these. Now, so these trenches cut deep into Antarctica. The biggest, so number 5, this is number 5, the biggest, so, such, one, like. So it should be the biggest, such. Such is used when it has already been discussed. So here trenches have already been discussed, therefore the correct word will be such. So the biggest such canyon is over 350 kilometers long. It is called Foundation Trough. Now here canyons has been used. So let us see blank space number 6, blank space number 5, and here you have blank space number 6. Present, another, other, previous. So here now again it is this question has been set on the pattern of grammar. The correct word will be other. You know why? Other is followed by a plural noun and another is usually followed by a singular noun. So because canyons is a plural noun, therefore we have to use the adjective that can go with a plural noun. Therefore another will not be the right answer, it should be other. Now look at the next question. Next question is, so other canyons are not as long, but they are, so what will be number? They are intensive. No, intensive is used for say feeling, anger. Impressive, yes, impressive is used when some size is, something is famous for its size, something is famous for its height, for its size. So here the author is talking about 350 kilometer long canyons. This is impressive, not intense or not exciting, not inspiring. Inspiring means motivating, inspiring means encouraging. So it has something to do with feeling, not with size. Now question number 8, blank space number 8. You look at the question once again. These canyons were found with the help of radars. We need a preposition here because the word coming after blank space is scanning, which is a gerund, and a gerund can come only after a preposition. Now we look at these words: after, before, when, until. The correct answer will be after, because this is functioning as a preposition, and the previous part of the sentence is saying that using radar, here radar has been used. So you see, so these canyons were found with the help of radars. So if you are using the radar, only then, that means after the work is completed. Hence it should be after, not before. So after scanning the wide expanse of the frozen continent. Here of course it will be there because the coming verb is plural, so there should be a plural subject. So what should be the plural subject? You check once. They, that, them, this. Correct answer will be they, because this is the only plural subject. That is singular, them is object, it cannot be the subject, and this is singular. Now you look at number 10. So they are incredibly important because they help control. Here we need an article, it should be article the. So here we go, one, the, such a. So it should be a particular article, means the definite article. Therefore all these questions. So now let me explain the framing of this question. So the first question, have expected, has been expected has been formed by using pattern. Let me explain once again this technique. Ecopate, environment, second is collocation, third is patterns of grammar or words, fourth is author's tone, and fifth is elimination of wrong options. So the first question has been set on pattern, expect plus full infinitive. The second question, surprised to discover, it has been formed on collocation, discover a planet, discover deep crevices. The third question has been again formed on the patterns of grammar. If they are, though or although they are not visible, again this is patterns of grammar. Then these trenches, again these trenches is a pattern of grammar because these, the adjective, demonstrative adjective these is followed by a plural noun. Again it is patterns of grammar. The next question, question number 5, the biggest such, so again it is pattern of grammar. So biggest such canyon is over 350 kilometer long. It is called Foundation Trough. Then these canyons are not as long, so these again patterns of grammar, but they are impressive too. So this is collocation. They are impressive too. Next, these canyons were found with the help of radars after scanning. So after plus scanning is forming pattern of grammar because a preposition is followed by a noun, pronoun or gerund, and because the scanning is a gerund here, a verbal noun, therefore it is again a pattern of grammar. Then next, number 9 has been formed. They are. So they are again pattern of grammar. A plural subject will be followed by a plural verb. The verb has been given and you have to match the subject. And the last one is again pattern of grammar. So most of the questions of these close tests have been set on the patterns of grammar. And if you want to study this technique in detail, read Objective English Easy to Hearts Part 1, page number 164. The patterns, collocations are mentioned. Now, after we have done this, let us see the next close test, that will be a 5 marks. And remember the technique.